This is a $100 box of Pokemon cards from GameStop, but this isn't just any box. GameStop actually decided to play Willy Wonka this year and hide a secret inside. This is a Series 4 Power Pack. This was released on Black Friday, and somehow in just 5 of these boxes across the entire country, there is a golden ticket. And if you find one, you win an entire year's worth of free Pokemon TCG products for 2026. The odds are actually insane. A true 1 in a million, as some people would call it, and somehow I was actually able to get my hands on one. The big question is, did I just blow $100 on 2 packs of cards, or did I beat the impossible and win the ultimate Pokemon prize? There's only one way to find out. And hey, if you guys are new here and you guys get a kick out of high-stake Pokemon openings like this, do me a solid and smash that subscribe button. We're always hunting for the biggest and best products, and I promise you, you won't want to miss out what we chase next. Now let's get into this thing. Now this is a Series 4 Power Pack. This was released on Black Friday, November 28th of 2025. Getting this was an actual madhouse. I'll be honest. They slapped a strict limit of 1 per customer, so you couldn't just stroll in and buy a case, even if you wanted to. You can only buy 1. You basically had to be there and you had to be early just to get lucky enough to spend your money. At $100, you know, it's obviously a serious chunk of change for a mystery box. So basically you're asking what makes this box so worth it. Obviously, you know, you get the PSA 8 guaranteed graded card, so it's obviously going to be a PSA 8 plus, no matter what, guarantee. So we're set there. And you get 2 TCG booster packs. This is a PSA graded slab, so this isn't CGC, this isn't anything else, this is only PSA. It's absolutely a total gamble, and I honestly wouldn't recommend buying one of these, but, you know, there is a bit of a safety net with that PSA 8 guarantee. However, let's just be real. We're not here just for the graded card. We're here in hopes to get that golden ticket. I believe one has already been found. They slipped 5 of these in tickets in the entire nationwide of these power packs that were released. If you find one, you get a complete set of every single quarterly Pokemon TCG release for the whole 2026 calendar year. We're talking ETBs, trainer boxes, booster boxes, special collections, all of it for free for an entire year. That prize is worth an insane amount, easily thousands of dollars. It's a complete game changer. Trust me, this product isn't just an opening anymore. It's absolutely a lottery ticket. And like I said, I really would not recommend it buying this. This is a super long shot. And honestly, someone's got to win it. The question is, could it be us? All right, enough talking. It's time. I'm not going to lie, my hands have been shaking since this has been sitting in my office. The package is pretty slick. It's got the black. It's kind of iconic Power Pack logo. If you guys have been purchasing these throughout the entire 4 series that have been released, as you guys know, oh, it's finally ripped. There's no reselling this thing now. So here's the game plan. We get 2 booster packs and the graded card. We're obviously going to do the booster packs first. Depending on which booster pack, we'll decide. This is a pretty slick box. I'm not going to lie. It's very simple. It's clean. I just got to figure out how to open this now. Okay, so the top kind of folds out. Okay. It's finally open. Okay. It's a Destined Rivals pack and a 151 pack. That's huge. Now, is the card on the front? Is the card on the front? Okay, so the card is on the front, so I'm going to close this box and kind of pull these packs out just so I don't get a cheat and you guys don't get a cheat either. Sorry about your guys' luck. Now, since we have a 151, this is crazy. I'm not going to lie. I've opened 151 in a long time, so this is going to be fun. Obviously, we're going to go with the Scarlet and Violet Destined Rivals first. Both these sets have a killer illustration rares. Obviously, Destined Rivals has some serious heavy hitters, but 151 has a insane amount. All right, pack number 1. Let's see if we can kick this hunt off with some fire. Now, the goal is to kind of pull anything that helps us get away from that $100 price tag. We even touch the slab, you know, it's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna lie, this is really gonna hurt. All right, starting off, Skarmory, small. Also, I love the clay art on these. These are so fun. Torchic, Rotom, Agaporn, Manectric, Team Rocket's Factory, Reller, Misty Starmie. All right, here we go. A little bit of hope here. A little bit of hope. And a Wallafet. So not too lucky with that first pack. Not too lucky, but we do have this 151 here. Obviously, we're looking for the chases. Charizard, SIR, the Blastoise, the Venusaur. Heck, even the Bulbasaur illustration rare is an amazing card. Honestly, if we get a win from this pack, just anything in general, that'll gain some momentum for the slab. Like I said, we definitely need a win from this. Let's try and gain some momentum here. No pack trick. Straight into it. Alright, Psyduck. Ekans. Cubone. Magnemite. Machoke. Hitmonchan. Seeking. Electabuzz. Alright. Jigglypuff. Alright. So no God pack, no Demigod pack. Gengar. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for this being a holo, the art on this Gengar is sick. I actually really like this. Alright. This is it. Boosters are open. We had 2 duds, unfortunately. But now it's time for the real reason we're all here. The $100 question. Inside this box is the graded card. But maybe, just maybe, there's something else, you know, maybe a piece of paper, a glint of gold, a ticket that changes everything. I'm going to slowly slide out the graded card holder. Alright, here we go. And don't mind that, the setup just fell. Here's the card. I believe this looks like Chinese, not Japanese. I like the fact that they have this covered, so you can't look. I'm not even sure what this is. This a Zapdos? This is an art rare. I'm not sure what set this is from. It's Japanese, so this is a very high likely of being a 10. I'm not gonna lie. Zapdos, Japanese. Slowly reveal. It's a V-Star universe. We have a 10 Gem Mint. Oof, I'm glad this is a 10 because this card already in itself is not very expensive. At a 10, it's $35. This hurts. This hurts. Let's check inside the box. Maybe we got the gold ticket. Behind. Nothing. That is the box. So, I'm not gonna lie. The Willy Wonka dream is dead. I had a lot of high hopes for that. But we still get a card that's a PSA 10. It's kind of a fortune to get a 10 anyways. I know it's Japanese, so you're basically guaranteed a 10, but still, you know, it's still cool. Now, the artwork on this card is truly beautiful. I'm definitely not going to complain about this. This is a 6 Zapdos card, especially considering it's one I've never seen. So I am pretty happy with this card. I'm still upset about the no golden ticket. We came into this with nearly an impossible dream. of finding the golden ticket. And obviously we didn't happen to get lucky enough to become one of the 5, but we did find a pretty cool Zapdos from our 2 little booster packs. Obviously we didn't really get anything. We still got to open a 151 pack, which I have not done in forever, so I'm super grateful for that. Super grateful. And for our guaranteed slab, we ended up getting the Galarian Zapdos PSA 10 V-Star Universe. So the final question is, for $100, was it worth it? Now, if we look at the numbers, the Zapdos, it's a solid pull. And, like I said, it's got a good chunk of value. But for $35, spent $100 for the box, got $35 in return. I would personally say that's not a good return on investment. But honestly, if you're someone who's never opened a pack of power packs like myself, it's super cool still. The experience, that's what we're all here for. So my final verdict, for me, this GameStop Series 4 power pack was not worth it. Now, we do get the win with the PSA graded card, but that's guaranteed. And it just so happens to be one of my favorite legendary birds. So that does help a little more, but I would still say it's not worth it. We didn't get the year free of Pokemon, but we did walk away with one incredible card for the collection. Obviously, we did not beat the GameStop odds, but it was still a ton of fun. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what cooks up next in the next packs. So what do you all think? Was this a huge W? Would you have taken the $100 gamble? Let me know in the comments what you would have done. And if you got a power pack, please tell me what you pulled in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.